Hey guys, welcome back to Mod and Pop Thrift. My name is Tom, stay-at-home dad for 5 kids, eBay full-time reseller, and sometimes you get pink eye in both eyes at the same time. All right, so I had to take a shower to get my eyes to open this morning, which was exciting stuff. So I kind of blindly stumbled into the shower more than most mornings. We have 7 items to ship today, and they're all piddly nothing stuff. So, should be pretty quick. First up, we have this thing, $6 free shipping. I basically have nothing into this. I traded and came way out ahead on the trade. Like, I paid $10 for something and somebody gave me $40 plus a whole bunch of trade for it, and so I've literally nothing into this. It's been listed for over a year. It's Alien versus Predator, and it's a Loot Crate pin. I listed it for $7.99 free shipping, and I was hesitant to take an offer, but the reality is this is the only person interested in buying it, so that moves it. And I can't, beggars can't be choosers. I can't be picky on somebody wanting to pay me. Like, it's barely worth doing, but it's a conversion, and I guess it is worth doing. Would I rather have held out and had somebody pay $7.99 for it? Obviously not. I wouldn't have, but nobody was paying $7.99. So I took the $6 to get the conversion from the view, to get a sale, to get this moved. There is an amount of money that I will make, probably $1.50. It's costing me more to stand here and talk to you than I will make off of this. But rather than turn down an offer, I'm just going to accept that money and move on with life. This literally sold while I was talking to you about that pin. Tennessee River stuff tends to do well. This is an extra large, so that's good. Skulls and demons and devils and skeletons tend to do well. Don't Fear the Reaper, which this is not a Blue Oyster Cult shirt. It's Thunder Sportswear, which tends to do well. That branding does well. This shirt, it's been listed long. I think I had it listed for $40. It's probably been listed for over a year. I marked it down $22, $22.99 free shipping. I paid $3 for this at Goodwill, so not a bad flip. I wish it had moved faster, but it didn't. This is a Scentsy warmer, Scentsy. Wisconsin Badgers. We don't need those stinking Badgers, which is a line from a Weird Al movie, in case you're wondering why I say that every time I reference the Wisconsin Badgers. Anyway, it's like an easy bake oven. There's a light bulb, it cooks the wax, it makes things smell pretty. These do reasonably well. I picked this up for $2.99, sold for $14.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $26. So this is probably going to cost me $9 or $10 to ship, and I will be ahead even on the shipping. Zero feedback buyer. Don't fear zero feedback buyers. People are allowed to check out as a guest on eBay, and so you don't have to have an account that accumulates feedback. So zero feedback buyers are fairly common. Generally, the people who are going to mess with you have been at it a while and have some feedback. So I think there's a stigma about having a zero feedback buyer. I know there used to be a setting where you could tell eBay you don't want people who have zero feedback to buy from your store, and I think that is a folly. I think that's a bad idea. I think that a lot of people will find, especially with promoted listings, people will find you on Google, click through, oh, that's on eBay, buy it, and either have to set up an account today or check out as a guest. And so you won't have you'll have a lot of zero feedback buyers, and they aren't a problem. Sometimes they'll end up, like, if there is a legitimate problem, you end up with a return request or something, that they never reach out to you because they're used to dealing with Amazon. But they just do a good job, and zero feedback buyers are almost never a problem. These, I want to say I paid $5 a piece for these, so I will. I paid $5 a piece for these at Walmart. Oh, well, yeah. On retail, on clearance, the retail arbitrage, Walmart's regular price was evidently $19, $18.97. And so I had just bought my dad one of these Food Savers for Christmas, but it wasn't the 8-inch bag one. So it wasn't like I needed to get him these, but I knew how expensive the bags were, the replacement bags were. So when I saw them at Walmart, I'm like, well, I bet I could, especially with the price of food going up, people are probably more wanting to save food. So I think these are probably going to do fairly well. And I bought 10 of them, and I'm selling them in 2-packs, and I think these are the 5th and 6th that I've sold. So I'm $10 in, buyers all in at 33, which is tax, so it's 31 free shipping. It'll probably cost me $10 to ship. So I'll make $7-8 on my $5 investment, which isn't great, but it's retail arbitrage. Again, zero feedback buyer, because this is not the kind of thing somebody goes on eBay and is looking for collectibles. Somebody Googled these, found my listing because I promoted it, and bought them. These kind of Crocs do well as a general rule, but these with the these feel like swimming trunks to me. They're a little bit padded on the backside, but anyway, they are obviously meant to be a little more strapped to your feet and run in the water, and then they just evaporate the water away quickly. These are in fantastic shape. Judah picked up a pair of these a couple weeks ago, and they sold right away. And then I saw them at a thrift store for $3, this pair, and I was like, Judah just sold a pair of those and did really well, so I'm gonna pick these up. And they sold for $36 free shipping, and I'm in them for $3, and they'll just slip in a poly mailer. Easy breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. Looney Tunes. This hip-hop style of Looney Tunes stuff has done really well for years and years and years, but I feel like it's kind of hit or miss. And is this messenger bag really the kind of thing that hits for people who want that? Maybe not. But I was pretty excited to find it. Pretty sure it's 97, dated, 1997. I paid $5 for it. Took a lot longer than I expected for it to sell, but it sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at 33. So I suspect they probably paid $10 shipping. It'll cost me way less than that to ship, $7.90, because I'll probably fold it into a flat rate envelope, and that's not going to damage it any. And I will make some money. I don't know for sure where this came from. It might have come from a golf. I'm going to say that. It came from a golf bag that I bought, and the bag itself wasn't worth anything, and the clubs weren't worth anything. But it had a bunch of new old stock golf balls in it. It had the head covers that were in it. It had another thing that sold today that is in it, we'll talk about in a minute. And I paid $5, so I ended up taking the whole thing home, pilfering what I wanted, and then just donating it back. And you wouldn't look at it and know it was much different, other than I took the head covers off. But I took all the accessories that they'd left in the bag. Anyway, head covers will sell for $10 if you want to list them. $10 free shipping. I have, of the 25 items I pulled off this cart that were I paid $5 for the whole cart. I mean, this is what, have I got a quarter in this? I don't know the math, and I don't know exactly how many pieces I pulled off of there, but I have essentially nothing into this. $10 free shipping. I'll slide it in a poly mailer. Easy as it can be. I'll probably make $6 or $7. Well, probably not that much, because it'll probably cost me $4 to ship. So 6, $5. So selling that one head cover covers the cost, but I made my money back a long time ago. This was the other thing, and this sold for $10 free shipping. I don't know how it works. It does work when you like press the buttons and turn the things. Somehow you're supposed to count golfers and score. So it says golfer, and then it says score, and down here there's a number that you like click, and so you're supposed to wear this like a watch and keep track of people's score. And this is vintage. It's made in Hong Kong, and it's super duper double crazy cheap, but it's a neat older piece of golf equipment. And I found some sold comps for $11 when I listed it, and so I listed mine for 10 and it sold. Anything that says made in Hong Kong is probably going to be vintage. Same rule with like Taiwan. Not that nothing is made in Taiwan or nothing is made in Hong Kong anymore, but Taiwan you don't see very much anymore, and Hong Kong would just be made in China now. So if you see stuff that says Hong Kong on it, it's probably vintage. And weird golf peripherals are going to do reasonably well. So that's 8 items, the whole kit and caboodle. Not a lot of sales. I'm going to try and get a lot of work done today. My wife's going to do some grocery shopping. Judah already went to track conditioning, and we don't have a lot going on today. So hopefully I can spend some time out here getting things organized. Like, it's a mess, guys. It's bad. So I need to focus on that. And I noticed in the other aisle, like on the other side of this aisle, there's a bunch of boxes that are mostly empty. So that's a problem with the way that I stock inventory, is this box just gets empty. And most of the time I will pull the whole box, and when I'm adding new inventory, I'll just have that box set aside and add to it the brand new stuff. And at that time I will, like, let me find a box that's mostly empty. So this box, PM1, is mostly empty. It has a massager, this vintage tank top, vintage Harley Davidson shirt, and a vintage deer shirt. And then it has this that I don't think is supposed to be in there. I know it's not supposed to be in there. So it has 3 shirts and a massager. So what I would do is, if I was listing a bunch of shirts, I would first pull all 4 of these items out of here, and sell similar these 4 items, and then take pictures with a listing that says PM1 in the picture somewhere, and then add these to this box and then put it back when I notice that I have an empty box. But I haven't been diligent about doing that, so I have quite a few empty boxes. But I have messes to clean up and death pile to deal with, and the condensing kind of, there's so many projects going on, it's ridiculous. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on. And I don't know that there's much to show you guys on the video, so I think that's where we'll end it, at least for right now. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, watching, telling me my family's awesome, because you're right, they are. Yeah, cool. We'll see you on the next one.